Yes, so I am Nandhini Raju. So basically, I'm from India. I did my bachelor's in aeronautical, master's in aerospace, and another master's in mechanical and PhD in mechanical. Right now, I'm working in in between. I worked number of universities and labs in and outside of India, and right now I'm working at the ORNL, Ogrish National Laboratories. So yeah, tell me about you all.
Yeah, so we're part of Team Super 7, which is a FTC team that specializes in using Java programming and like robotics and mechanics to do certain like tasks. We're doing these industry interviews to like get more insight into like engineering since a lot of us could like pursue it in the future. And we also like robotics is really just engineering, so it could benefit ourselves.
Okay, that is cool to know. So, what is your name?
Uh,
Sorry, I
so
don't know anyone name.
so my name's Ajinkya.
Okay, Jinkia.
Yeah.
Okay,
My name's Sanjay.
Sanjay.
And I'm Rishant.
Okay, okay, yeah.
So
Okay,
Dr. Raju,
yeah,
can I ask you a quick question?
yeah, definitely yes.
So can you walk me through a typical day in your line of work, including your responsibilities and tasks?
Okay, so my typical day, I would say, like my role is similar as a research engineer. So what we will do is we will do check emails, but basically my work is to provide. So here there is a nuclear reactor. So we run different type of experiments, research, so many things going on in Ogrish National Lab. So I'm particularly working in spallation neutron source that is called the SNS. And so my goal is to set up an experiment which is 1000 degrees Celsius and above. So I need to provide the instrumentation, safety, and so a lot of users. Basically, these users are they can be from school, they can be from universities. So I need to support them to run a experiment and get some data for them, and sometimes help with analysis. So basically, my work is a lot involved in hands-on comparing working with a laptop or something. So I'm a more hardware person. So I work a lot with the nuclear reactor, going directly there and fixing the engines or correcting the furnaces. So this is my typical job. Yeah,
I see.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah.
I have another question to like follow up to that. So like in these like in your work, like can you share like an example of a time you demonstrated like innovation, like creating something new or like being efficient with something already existing, and what was like the outcome of that event?
Yeah, I would say that this happened especially in my PhD, that is in my dissertation experiment. So in PhD, you need to complete set of courses, just like you go to
Yeah.
school and write exam, pass. So that is a set of courses, and another set is like doing a research. So you need to basically read books, understand the theory, and test it out in your own way. So that is the PhD package. So when I do this dissertation, that is a research part. So I perform my dissertation experiments in Ogrish National Lab. So I won't say I invent, but I added the value to the facility by performing high temperature, high pressure experiment with one of the beamline. Beamline is nothing but from the nuclear reactors, we get lot of neutrons. That neutrons are channelized and sent through a line. So that line is called beamline. So basically, I performed a high temperature, high pressure experiment for gas turbine engine efficiency to improve the gas turbine efficiency at the nuclear reactor. I would say that that is a value addition that was highlighted by my department as well as sent to the Department of Energy. So I would say that that is a value addition. It's not like a new invention,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I know this is like a common question. Like, what was like the biggest challenge, or like, like what was like a big like obstacle in your path that you like face in your career, and how did you overcome that?
Sorry. So I would say that the biggest thing I had in my previous days, not now, um, so financial constraint. So I'm from a very small town, so I didn't have a what to say. I'm so,
No
so
problem.
sorry.
No problem.
Cold starts here, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm from a very middle class middle class small town.
Yeah.
So it's bit of a struggle, you know. I had a dream to do a PhD. At the same time, my financial situation was not really good. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. No
It's
problem.
okay.
Bad throat.
It's okay.
So it was a challenging situation because my whole education up to my high school, it was in Tamil. That is my mother tongue. That is what we speak in home. So yeah, my whole education was in Tamil. Provided that I'm from a small town, and none of my relatives or family members are into the mechanical or aerospace stream. So yeah, it was a very tough decision to move forward. So I did all my education by scholarships. So I need to always, in the top. That was a bit struggle. And also I worked a number of part-time to support myself. So it was a struggle. But I would say that since I did all this, because I'm here, what I'm doing now. So I'm super proud that I was able to do, and I'm super grateful to.
Nice. You've really come a long way, Dr. Raju.
Yeah.
So, how has mentorship, either as a mentor or mentee, influenced your personal professional growth?
Wow, this is, I like the question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So mentorship, when it comes to mentorship, I feel like that is very necessary, especially for students like you, even for students who are all studying right now in universities. So I am being in NGOs and number of programs nearly 10 years. I started doing this when I was started doing my first master's. So that is 2014. Yeah, exactly 10 years now. So I'm being an education mentor for 10 years. So I promote underprivileged students' education. And I honestly feel that since provided my background and everything, I didn't have one, I didn't have one. That is the reason I struggled a lot. Like I didn't get any guidance where to go and what I need to do now. What is research? How to perform? So lot of question and struggle. So personally, I felt like you know once you go to your higher level, it is your duty to give back to the community. That is how we all grow. So the growth is not just your what to say personal or professional achievements. The growth is you are getting your community along and lifting them one step forward. So that for me, that is a goal, and it is completely connected. So I'm working in different NGOs in and outside of India as an educator, mentor, as well as a volunteer, more than 10 years now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I have another question. So if you
Hmm.
could like restart your career, would you choose the same field? And what, if anything, would you do differently?
I would definitely choose the same field. I'm completely love in aerospace and mechanical. Um, Definitely yes. I would go for this because I'm completely in the love from I think from my second grade. So I was
That's
not
okay.
so many people ask me, hey, you want to be a doctor, um, software engineer? My answer was and is and will be always same. I want to be an aerospace engineer. So yeah, I love what I'm doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you.
you. So I have another question. So like
Sure.
uh so what emerging technologies, trends, or like developments do you believe will shape the future of like aeronautical engineering?
I would definitely vote for 3D printing, machine learning. So these are the things right now playing a major role in aeronautical aerospace industries, as well as coding. The coding in a sense that not only I'm not saying only machine learning, but nowadays we are doing everything automatically, automation. So I would put three field, that is automation. You guys are already doing it. Robotics,
Yeah.
that is good, and machine learning. That is another thing. It is machine learning is nowadays is like inevitable one. And 3D printing, when it comes to the manufacturing, especially aerospace and mechanical, um, it's like it's changing the game. Recently, I submitted a one book chapter about it. And yeah, definitely, I would say that the next 10 years, most of the industries revolve around this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
All right.
Um, so, what advice would you give to someone aspiring to enter the field of aerospace engineering?
I would say that this field is very amazing.
Yeah.
This field is very attractive one, for me at least. So when you start your career, make sure that I'm talking about bachelors. Say like you guys are applying bachelors and you're getting to the aerospace engineering. My first suggestion is start learning the design skills, design course. So it is called computer aided designing, that is CAD. CAD, we
Yeah.
usually CAD softwares, it can be anything. I'm not promoting anything, but I'm just saying variety of softwares there, like Katia, CAD, and Creo. So you can choose any software package, whatever your school, having the license, and you need to definitely have a practice to do that. And one design software, and one coding skill, and one analysis software is going to help you a lot. So you need to definitely focus on along with your career whether you are going to select some of the things from your electives. That is what I'm talking about, design analysis courses from electives or not.
Yeah.
You need to start learning and making a STEM workshop or a STEM group, STEM projects. That is going to help you a lot. That will give you a great exposure to the industries as well as to the academia if you want to be in future, masters or doing job. You need definitely this three. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have another question.
Yeah.
So how important would like teamwork be in your job, and like how does like teamwork look like in your job? Like what type of
Wow.
things do you do?
Brilliant question. So when it comes to the job, like me, like a researcher, it is definitely, it may sound, I may sound now, you see my resume and you ask question, you may feel like, oh, this is all she's done. No, it is basically a teamwork, because in my team I have 3 or 4 people. So even let it be in industry or research, whatever, you cannot work alone, especially in the mechanical and aerospace field. You will have always a team of 3 or 4 people.
I
So
see.
if you are a person like who gets along well with your friends and the teammates, that is a main important thing, because you need to know, you need to be smart, as well as you need to convey your idea where your team also will agree and help to work it out. So teamwork is very very important in my day. Every day morning to 9 to 4 I'm working in a team. So teamwork is, I would say, 100%. Yes. Yeah.
So, how do you stay updated on industry changes, and what resources or strategies do you recommend for continuous learning?
Awesome. So, when you come to my stage, that is like you choose a topic, right? You particular topic, and you work towards it. So basically, to get updated is a very very important thing. If you are not, then you know you will look like oh, this lady or this man doesn't know anything, so it won't be good. So you need to always update yourself. What I use is a literature review, that is called scientific journals. I read a lot of scientific journals in a day. So in a day I would say like 3 to 4 papers I read and try to understand what's happening, what are the advancements in my field particularly. So you can start reading that. Also, there are magazines, especially for robotics, especially for mechanical engineers. So there are monthly magazines, there are some yearly magazine, there are some bi-weekly magazines. So you can Google those magazine. I would suggest for you, start with the magazine, because the reading the journals are higher level. You can do it maybe around your master's or PhD. But right now, you can start reading the magazines. My strategy is read, read, read. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So another question is like, what's the most fulfilling part of work? Like, what keeps you motivated while doing your job?
So every day, uh, every day morning to evening, I am witnessing something new which the world didn't witness till now. So I'm seeing something new. I'm the first person witnessing that. I'm the first person writing about it, and I'm the first person testing it out. So the innovation is a thing, I would say, like that is keeping myself motivated. It can be big or small, it can be in any variety, but I'm the first one witnessing this. Is For me, it is very interesting, and I really like that. So that keeps me, motivated.
That's cool.
That's nice. Yep.
Can you explain a time where you had to adapt quickly to unexpected changes?
That is every day.
Oh,
So you just imagine the nuclear reactor is running, and there is a radiation, and you are putting a furnace that is 1000 degrees Celsius and plus. um, any mistakes is like this, it's going to be a safety concern. It includes properties, human beings, and life of other people. So everything in my job, I would say that very unexpected. Everything, anytime it can pop up, so I need to be very careful, and handling things. And the same time, if any problem comes up, I need to have a strategy immediately. So that is, I would say, that that is a high pressure as well as fun environment for me. So I really love doing that. So I would say that that is there for me like every day. Yeah.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
that's nice. So, like, what qualities do you think are crucial for someone to like excel in the field of aerospace or like mechanical engineering, like not including technical skills?
I would say that the first skill I would suggest is a passion. How passionate you are, how badly you need this. Yeah, you can do multiple jobs. There are so many jobs you can do it remotely. You have multiple varieties to live, to earn money. But are you really passionate about this? Do you really need it? How badly you need it? That is a first thing I would say, passion. The second skill, I would say, that getting along with your team, teamwork, building your team and trusting your team. And the third one is your, I would say, public speaking skill.
Yeah.
Because you need to convince you got an idea, that is okay. But in my team, there are people 45 years old, 50 years old, so you need to be politely, speak out your theory or your idea and make them get convinced and get going. So yeah, I would say that public speaking also, yeah, another skill. So getting along with the team, public speaking, and passion is the first one. I would say that these three, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So our team, Super Seven, we have 7 keys to success, and they're respect, integrity, organization, perseverance, leadership, creativity, and teamwork. So how would those 7 keys affect your career field?
I think whatever you said now, that is some of them are ORNL, Oak Ridge National Laboratories core values. What you said, the one thing I really liked, the list you said, is integrity. Sometimes even in your studies, even in your work or whatever, you will find that no one is noticing you. Sometimes you need to be, what to say, the person who can make a good judgment and do a good thing at a good time for good people. So that is very necessary. And I would also say that safety, and I'm not sure whether you mentioned about safety and
Yeah.
community engagement. But for me, these three things, especially integrity, safety, and community engagement, that is very important to me, because I truly believe that, yeah, you can be a good integral person or whatever, you can do that, you can. But if you are not transferring those skills and knowledge to the younger generation, that is engaging your community and helping them to grow up, then there is no point of having all
Yeah.
those skills within you. And safety is another thing, because whenever I say safety, it can be a property, it can be a human life. So
Mhm.
I would say that these three things are very, very personal to me, and I'm following every day, like in and in and out every day. My job has these three things. Yes.
I see.
All right.
All right.
Well, that's all. Thank you for taking your time
Yeah. Thank you so much.
to like give us advice. We really appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Dr.
Yeah.
Raju.
Thank you,
Yeah, I
Dr.
have
Raju.
two questions for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this interview looks so formal and so
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you guys would like to become when you want to complete your high school? What is your plan? Each one of your plan. What you would like to do?
I'd like to be an engineer of some sort,
Okay, what type of engineer?
um, an aerospace engineer.
Oh, that is cool. Okay, then what about you?
I'd also like to be an aerospace engineer.
Oh, that's why you are all interviewing me. Okay,
Yeah.
then what about you?
So I would like to be in like the space field, like air, like astronomy and all that. I don't really want to be like an aeronautical engineer, but I just want to be in the field like of astronomy. That's what
Okay,
I'm like particularly interested in.
okay, okay. Yeah, that is cool. So you want to become an engineer, right? But in a space field. That is
Yeah,
what you.
like study space and discover
Okay.
new planets and all that.
Okay. So the when it comes to the aeronautical, aerospace, or let it say that space.
Yeah.
So all these three got the primary route called mechanical engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you will be studying, you all will be studying most of the mechanical engineering courses. And when you say spaces, you will select the space courses. And when you say aerospace, again, still you will select the space
Yeah.
courses. So what will make you the space related work is further you study. So the bachelor only will not help you. You may need to study further, and it's a long road, but a
Yeah.
joyful road, I would say. So
All
it's
right.
a small town, and I didn't know English, and I
Hmm.
didn't have a support system. If I can survive, definitely you can. You are in developed nation. You got so many supports, including your family and friends. See, so super seven and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So I believe that you all can make it.
All right.
Thank you, Dr. Raju. This is
Well,
very
thank
inspiring.
you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Raju.
Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you so